What is going on, you all? It's your boy Dom Camp, and welcome back to another recording, another podcast. Today, we will be talking about a lot of things, such as Manchester City being involved with Lionel Messi's possible transfer to the Premier League. Not only that, we will also be talking about Dean Henderson from Manchester United signing a new contract, which I'm extremely excited about. Chelsea signing Ben Chilwell from Leicester, and much more. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. First topic of discussion, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi yesterday, right before I finished my podcast, ended up letting everybody know he wants out of FC Barcelona. Now, I did not believe it at first, but then I realized he does have something in his contract where he can just terminate the contract. Yes, it's a little complicated and things of that sort, but Lionel Messi is one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest, and he definitely, in my opinion personally, at this point needs to find a new challenge, I guess, because at first I was hesitant. If you listened to my podcast yesterday on my YouTube channel, I was hesitant about it. I was like, I don't know if he would really fit in Manchester City's system, but I later learned that Pep Guardiola used to coach FC Barcelona, and they were extremely successful together, as well as their play style and things of that sort, because they do play a possession-based game, so Lionel Messi wouldn't have to do as much running and gunning as he would, say, if he played on a Inter Milan or a Manchester United. Another thing I was hesitant about yesterday was Lionel Messi possibly going to Manchester United. Now, that was only because I really did not want players' growths to be stunted, like Mason Greenwood, Rashford, all those players, even though Rashford's a left mid striker and Greenwood is a right mid striker. But what we tend to forget about as Manchester United fans, that Daniel James has been there since the start of the season, and he's only played in a fair few games. And it's just amazing to me how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can sign a player and not even truly use him, even though, yes, Mason Greenwood has been exceptional, but I have a feeling that if Daniel James had more opportunities in that right wing position, then he would be exceptional. But hey, it is what it is. We're not here to talk about Manchester United. I was just putting it out there that if Lionel Messi were to join Manchester United, that would be a great situation. But like I heard yesterday, Manchester United are in the rebuilding phase. So we are not quite at that like Champions League pedigree we have been in the past. So Lionel Messi wants to go win titles. He wants to be in every competition. So Manchester City would be best fit with Pep Guardiola, in my opinion. Okay, we move on to Chelsea signing Ben Chilwell from Leicester City. This is an interesting one. Chelsea have completed the signing of Ben Chilwell from Leicester on a 5-year deal. The England international left-back moves to Stamford Bridge for an undisclosed fee reported to be in the region of $50 million. I am delighted to be joining Chelsea at this very exciting time for the club, Chilwell told the Blues official website. I am looking forward to being a part of this young dynamic squad led by Frank Lampard as we challenge for honours next season. I can't wait to get started. Hopefully it won't be long before we're playing in front of the Chelsea fans at Stamford Bridge. Right there, he's hitting all the right notes. Ben Chilwell is a fantastic left back, a phenomenal young left back, and man, Chelsea's looking scary this season. If Frank Lampard can put it all together, I genuinely believe that they can finish top 3, at the very least top 3. Whether it's behind Manchester City or Liverpool at that time, only time will tell. But it's a good situation for Chelsea at this point, not having the financial transfer ban and all that, and of course everything else related to the restrictions in the past. You know, like financial fair play. That was the word I was trying to find. Financial fair play is not incorporated into this season. So next season it'll be revamped and back into the Premier League and things of that sort. But right now, Chelsea can pretty much do whatever they want. And because Frank Lampard has the backing of the board, he's pretty much signing players he wants. Like straight up. He's signing players that'll fit into his system, his play style. So, pretty cool. Chilwell made his debut for Leicester aged 18 and now 23. He has made over 120 appearances for the club and been capped 11 times by England. He becomes Chelsea's third major signing of the summer following the arrivals of Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner. According to reports, he could soon be joined by Thiago Silva, who is expected to undergo a medical on Thursday. So just a lot going on right now in the Premier League at this point. Transfers are being made left, right, and center. We are trying to figure out what exactly is going to happen. And of course, yes, even though Messi's from the La Liga, because Manchester City is interested in him, that's why we talk about it on this podcast, because Premier League, Europa League, and Champions League, regardless of what league the player is transferring from outside of those three, of course, it's still news. It's still news. If they're coming to the Premier League, possibly, then it is definitely news that I am willing to share. Now, with Ben Chilwell, a left back who is very young, has a lot of experience at this point in time, played for Leicester at 18 and is now 23. So 5 years at Leicester. Now he has another 5-year contract that'll take him till he's 28 years old. He's interesting. He's really interesting because Chelsea need defenders. Not only that, especially center backs. So it should be interesting to see what they decide to do at that position this upcoming season because, of course, October 5th, I believe, is transfer deadline day. So plenty of time for all these teams to make their choices and decisions and thoughts known. So we shall see how that plays out. Okay, what else do we have going on? It's a slower transfer day. Oh, yeah. So Dean Henderson signs a new Manchester United contract. I'm going to be honest. I was afraid. That someone was going to pick up Dean Henderson this transfer window just because how good he was for Sheffield United last season. He was just impeccable goalkeeper. Really excited to see how he grows with Manchester United, and we shall see what happens to David De Gea because he has been struggling these past couple of years with the club making easy mistakes. As soon as he signed his new contract, he literally has made more mistakes than he has ever made mistakes. It's just a weird dynamic, But following a successful loan spell at Sheffield United, Dean Henderson has signed a new contract which will keep him at Manchester until 2025. The deal contains an option to extend for a further year, according to Sky Sports, is worth approximately $120,000 a week. Now imagine this, right? You're a backup goalkeeper in the Premier League. You had a fantastic loan spell at Sheffield United. When you come back to your parent club, you get a lot of money. Like, as a backup goalkeeper, $120,000 a week is a lot of money, but I think there's something more to it. My opinion is someone must have promised him some sort of role at the club greater than what he's already doing. Maybe he's David De Gea's replacement, which I'm fine with. But it's a situation where even if Manchester United as a club were to get rid of David De Gea, his wages are so much that it would be difficult because he's made so many mistakes since signing that contract, and it would just be one of those weird situations where I don't really want to pay this guy what I'm paying him if he's going to make all these mistakes, But that's an interesting contract extension for Dean Henderson, a great player in my opinion, a great player. Henderson's not expected to be sent out on loan again and will compete with David De Gea for the number 1 spot in the coming campaign. There we go. Thank you. I'm telling you, you give Dean Henderson a chance, he's going to take it. I'm very excited to see if he does overtake a David De Gea. But then again, if he does, then you will be paying a backup close to $300,000 a week. So, yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea, but we shall see. The pathway that I have been on for the past 5 years has been fantastic for my development, and the invaluable loan period at Sheffield United has been part of that, the England International told United's official website. And I quote from Dean Henderson, "The goalkeeper department at United is excellent. There are 3 top-level goalkeepers who have achieved so much in the game, and I look forward to working with the group. The faith that the manager and the club have shown in me with this contract means a lot to me and will continue my progression as a goalkeeper." So yeah, very exciting times for the backup goalkeeper for Manchester United. He may even be the starting goalkeeper. You never know by the seasons. But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting world we're living in right now. We are trying to figure out what exactly is going to happen in the fall. How is everything going to play? Transfer rumors are the Philippe Coutinho to Manchester United. Now that would be an interesting move. Only thing is I believe he can play left wing, center mid, but he would not really fit in the squad. I hate to say it that way, But unless you play Marcus Rashford on the right or Anthony Martial on the wing or something like that, how is Philippe going to get into the club? But I mean, Manchester United know what they're doing to an extent, with the exception of not spending money on Jadon Sancho. But other than that, we are in a situation with Manchester United where we are trying to figure out what exactly is going on with our club and everything. But yeah, not a big transfer news day, but definitely a transfer news day. Thank you all for listening on both platforms. Listening to me on Anchor and listening to me on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you all enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll be talking to you all later. Peace.